Hello everyone, it is me, Diaclone. Today we're back in our unboxing. This unboxing we got from, I probably should have looked up how I pronounce the titles beforehand, but for the video I'm gonna call it this way, but obviously by the time the video comes out you're gonna know what it's actually called via the title. But anyways, we got from Transformers Legacy Generation Selects Deluxe Class Lift Ticket, and look how cute and tiny this box is. Like, I thought it was gonna be bigger because my other Generations thing, well, granted it's a double pack with a Voyage and a Deluxe, so I guess it makes sense for it to be smaller, but it's just like, it's just tiny. And the box is a little bit different because beforehand, during the War for Cybertron trilogy, when Generation Selects was introduced, it was just like an Autobot insignia with like Cybertronian symbols kind of printed on, but then with Legacy, you had a black outline of the character with stuff all over the place. Then for Age of the Primes, it was pretty much black around it, but then like for the face of the character, it kind of got like a spray paint of art over it. But yeah, like I've been pretty much wanting this guy basically ever since I got into Transformers collecting. So, you know, took about 3 years. Not because it was like expensive or anything, just because, you know, those periods I kind of forgot about the guy, and then if I was going to buy it, something else popped up that I wanted a little bit more of it, but finally came around to actually buying this guy. And for a while, I thought this guy was called like Burnout or Burner, something with burn in its name because of its red, but no, it's just called Lift Ticket. But going for the box, you got the front box right here, side, other side, up here with Legacy, and a sticker that just says what it is. Lift ticket, what's included is a figure, one accessory, and instructions. There's our barcode. Flip to the back, nothing here because with Generation Select you don't get the instructions. Well, actually I don't know, because I don't know if the Age and Prime Generation Select boxes actually do tell you how many steps it takes to transform, but it still is like blank. But yeah. Let's open this up. Always be careful when you use scissors on your shop, especially if you're young. Granted, you should probably use a box cutter for this, but where did I even start? Okay, there's my incision point. There we go. Who says you need a box cutter? And it says Transformers Legs down there. And here's our boy, Lift Ticket. Oh, it's a little bit different. Because, well, granted it's a review video, so you can't really see the packaging. But in the other one, it's like covered in like plastic all over the place. But I know during Legacy and Legacy Evolution, they're very more environmentally appropriate. But then when it came to Legacy United, they took away the environmental friendly bands, and then for Age of Primes they brought back the box thing. Let's just see how we do this. Well, here's our mumbo jumbo paper. I'm just gonna keep it in the box, to be honest. Here's Lift Ticket. Oh, here's from the Diaclone universe. I forgot to mention, but I don't really know much about Diaclone, so I don't really know much about him besides he looks cool. I do have a friend that owns the mold. He has like the Trailbreaker, but I forget if it's the version with the clear plastic window or the solid plastic window. Alright, so it takes 20 steps for him to transform. But there's the fella Lift Ticket. Let's just plug in his accessory right here. Okay, let's plug it in right here then. His arms are kind of attached to the door panels, so that's something you should be knowing of. Although if it was back in the day before modern articulation, his arms probably be like a solid piece with this. But yeah, you know, pretty cool. Like, look at that face. It looks amazing. I don't know, I really like the head sculpt on this guy. It looks awesome. You got like this up here, these over here, so you can kind of like give him some emotions, I guess, if you're doing a stop motion with the fella. But yeah, it looks really cool. It's a little bit dark on camera, but it could just be because of my brightness. But like, it's a bright red, but I hope the camera picks it up as bright red. Alright, this one feels tight, but also loose. Yeah, but I mean, like, take a look. Look how cool. There's the back profile, kind of holy. Oh, that's pretty amazing. But yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. I really like this. My first Diaclone character in my collection, funnily enough. But like I said, I don't know nothing about Diaclone, so I just kind of buying these guys off of if they look cool or not. But yeah, you know, pretty cool. Yeah, this rebuilder is really cool, and I really like this guy. I don't know. Usually I would say more about it, but I just don't know anything about Diaclone, so it's just kind of like I just picked it up because you look cool. Otherwise, I can't talk about it, so yeah, I guess we can just go into articulation and remember anything want to yap about it, I'll yap about it. So, we won't count these are articulated because you can actually like move these around if you want. Head is on a very expressive ball joint. Arms, they can do a kind of a 360, you just gotta like move this out of the way, but like they do it in a specific way, so they do it like this, not like a standard like this, they do it like these. I know that's very sucky of me to show off. Here's a bicep swivel, bicep bend. Do you have any into wrists? You have closing wrists. Yep, they're just solid pieces. I should have whipped out Galvatron. I could put a flame piece on his thing. He has an ab crunch, waist swivel. What is going back and forth on him? Oh, it's this piece, because I keep feeling something free moving. Legs, they can kick out this far. They can kick back that far. I mean, not back, forward that far. They can kick back that far now. Let's see how loose you really are. Oh yeah, his arms and legs are like really loose. Alright. He has a thigh swivel. Is that? Oh, okay. He has a double jointed knee band. That's pretty cool. And then he also has some ankle tilt. Yeah. Alright. I really like the figure. That's basically the main reason I bought it, because I don't know anything about Diaclone. Well, okay. The only thing I know about Diaclone is like the first two, like 1984 and 1985 for the Transformers. They came from Diaclone as imported toys. If not all, most came from Diaclone as an import over to Hasbro. So, you know, that's me and about Diaclone. I just know it's kind of like it was like one of the birthplaces for the Transformer figure in general. And I know like for the first 2 years, most and not all of the Transformer characters came from Diaclone or Diaclone-like products. So yeah. Aside that, that's it. That's all I know about Diaclone. Alright, well, let's get into the size comparisons. But before we hop into the size comparisons, I fixed up his arm a little bit. But before we actually do hop into it, if you want to know my thoughts and opinions on the size comparisons featured in this video, I have a link to their videos in the description down below. But 2 out of the 3 do actually have videos, but the first size comparison I'm going to show, it doesn't have a video because I owned it before I did YouTube. And, you know, if it was like a actual figure, I probably would have made a video some point in the early days of YouTube, but it's just like a one-stepper, so that's why I didn't bother with it. But yeah, so want all my thoughts and opinions, links will be in the description and I cover above. Besides the first one. So first, remember this one doesn't have a video, but the other 2 do. So first we have from Transformers Rescue Bot Optimus Prime. Then up next we have from Transformers Legacy United, GT Universe Breakdown. Yeah, I didn't even know who to grab for this guy because I don't know anything from Diaclone. I really don't own anything that kind of matches his vehicle. Well, actually, not that name, but I probably should have whipped out Grapple because he probably would have matched his vehicle. Oh well. And then lastly, we have from Transformers Age of Extinction, Deluxe Class Scorn, which, not this year, but sometime in the near future, he will be getting a Titan class release. He's old. Of course, I want to finish the Age of Extinction. Like, I finished my core class Dinobots, so the next team Dinobots, if I were to work on one, because I didn't mention when I got to go on, since they do look pretty cool and colorful, I do want to get the rest of the Dinobots on the Age of Extinction toy line. So I'll probably get those, because to be honest, as cool as they are, I kind of prefer the more colorful version than the bland and gray stuff. Like, it did release like recolors in them in the future of the Titan class versions that were colorful. Sure, maybe I'll buy them because they actually were cool, but yeah. Alright, let's get a lift ticket ready for... What does he transform into? Like a construction Jeep? I don't know. What's prepping for his vehicle mode, I guess. So what you want to do first, if you haven't, click off his accessory and read the instructions, because you gotta read it. So step one, what they want you to do is, if you haven't, put these flat, like this, and then they want you, oh no, they want you to rotate them like this, okay? Then for the next step, they want you to detach this. Oh, okay, then they want you to bring this in. Oh, okay, you're just supposed to like pick it up so you can angle it down. Then what they want you to do is push down his head till it's like that. So since I did a whole view off camera, they want you to angle this down. Then with his head, since it has clearance now, they want you to push it in like that. Then they want us to flip it back over here. They want us to rotate. Look for the line. Okay, yeah, so they just want us to rotate so you can see the back of the hands. Then they want us to bring up his arms and bend them. And then they want us to rotate like this. Then they want us to pull up the front of the cab. Flip this back around, look at the instructions and try to understand what I'm doing. Alright. So they want us to clear this out of the way. And then what they want us to do is fold it in like that. So it's like this. And then they want you to fold it in like that. And you're supposed to hear a click. There we go. Alright, so now it's secure. And then what they want us to do is... What? Oh, okay. Wait. Look at the instructions for you. Probably ask my friend how to do this. Alright, so they just want you to bring down his windows like so. Well, at least that's what the instructions say, but you know, trying to figure this out is kind of a mess. And then what they want you to do is see his legs. They want you to fold them in. And see these holes right here on the windows, not windows, this thing right here is going to tab into those. Well, once you figure out how to get these windows down. Because it just tells you to have the arms out still. Okay, so do this. Because you need these windows down. But I'm confused. No, I mean, I'm not confused. There we go. Now you peg them in because you just needed the clearance, which I got because I had to move this out of the way. Then what they want you to do with this yellow section is bring it down and it's gonna tab into the legs. Well, it's gonna tab in, but I gotta find the tab hole. What am I tabbing into? This with what? So apparently these tabs are gonna tab into the leg hole back here. So let's hope. If you don't keep dropping the car. I mean, I know what the instructions were. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it in there. All right, there we go. You just gotta like collapse the yellow bit down so it can tab into the legs. So there we go. So far, so good. I mean, I suck at doing this, but at least I'm showing the steps. There we go. Then they want you to collapse this in. Pull up the arms. Alright. But yeah, they just kind of rest there. But I think it's supposed to roll, isn't it? Alright, well that's whatever. Oh, okay, so you're technically done right here, but if you want to access its tow truck gimmick, you just do these steps right here, which access the tow truck gimmick. But that's it. Like, technically you're done at step 16, but 17 to 20 just gets you those tow trucks. So I guess it technically only has 16 steps, right? And then for vehicle storage, if you want, you can plug in its gun either on here or onto the sides. And there's lift ticket all transformed. Yeah, you know, pretty nice little compact pickup truck, I'm guessing. Tow truck, because it has the tow truck gimmick. Because the mode it's used, which is trail breaker / hoist, there's, I guess, gimmick with some other stuff can like tab onto it and then you can tow it away. Actually, one of my friends knows about that. Granted, he only owns this from the line, so I guess it wouldn't matter. But yeah. But yeah, you just fold that out if you want more of a tow truck gimmick. Otherwise, you can just stop right here. It doesn't roll well because of the arms in the way, but it's whatever. Tires feel nice though. We like these head bumper racket. I'm just actually happy to actually own this in my collection now. But yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, the camera's making it appear to be a dark red, but it's a bright red off the camera. But yeah, let's go to those vehicle alt modes. So first here's Rescue Bot Optimus Prime, which I mean, he's bigger in robot mode, but they're actually like about the same size. Well, he's a little bit tall because of the back end, but he really compresses. Then up next, we got from Transformers Legacy United, G2 Universe, G2 Breakdown. And then lastly, we got from Transformers Age of Extinction, Deluxe Class Scorn. Alright, Scorn, come on, buddy. There you go. Look at the chase scene. Yeah. I'm hoping to maybe get at least 1 or 2 of the Age of Extinction Dinobots this year. Hoping. Yeah. And listen. Well, that's been my look at Transformers Legacy Generation Selects Deluxe Class Lift Ticket from the Diaclone universe. I do thank you folks for watching this unboxing video. Folks, did you enjoy the unboxing video? Give the video a thumbs up. If you made this fun to video, comment your favorite Diaclone character. And I just mean in general. It doesn't have to have like a Transformers recent in your Transformers line. Just name a favorite Diaclone character if you have one. Or you can leave any other comment in general. Also apply to those as fast as I can, and subscribe to the bell to be notified whenever I drop a new video /show/stream. But until next time, toodles.